Alright everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm excited to be writing something, well, I'm going to try and write something with the brand new Architect's bass from Submission Audio. This bass library has got me excited because it's actually a Dingwall Super P. So it's got a really sick sort of Dingwall-y vibe to it, but it's also kind of like reminiscent of that sort of precision bass sound. So yeah, I've got the 7-string with me today. I've got a riff. I can't really play it yet, but I'm going to figure out that and see what happens. And I'm going to use the Architect bass to try and flesh out the idea. So although I have a real bass behind me, my amazing Strandberg bass, it's currently tuned to drop D flat, which is nowhere near where I want it for today's riff. And I want to get something done really quickly. So having Submission Audio's libraries, well, not only do they sound like, you know, top quality, you could put them on a record. I have done that in the past. They're amazing for traveling, you know. If I'm going to take a guitar with me, I'm taking a flight somewhere, I'm taking a laptop and an interface. Having a sick bass library is just going to make writing fully fledged ideas that much easier. So I think that's enough of me talking. Let's just jump in, have a quick overview of the Architect's bass, what it sounds like, a couple examples, and what you can expect from the library. As you can see, this is Architect's bass. It looks absolutely delicious, and I love the UI that Submission always do. If I play a couple notes, you can see the little finger symbol here. That's a little snapshot of what the DI sounds like. You know, quickly just hearing it, I can just tell that it's got this absolutely gorgeous, stable, solid low end. Yeah, it sounds absolutely amazing. So that's the DI sound. Apologies for the tragic playing. It's all picked on this sample library. You can really hear that going through on the samples. Yeah, gorgeous. So that's the DI. Then we've got a slightly pushed clean amp sound, I believe. So yeah, you can really hear that there's like probably quite a thin pick that's been used for this sample library. And I love that you can hear that, you know. I'm gonna guess that this is just like an overdriven. Yeah, it sounds super nice. I'm gonna have some fun with this. So yeah, I've already got this tuned to what my 7-string Strandberg is tuned to. So A sharp, F, A sharp, D sharp. So imagine you're taking a regular 7-string tuning everything up a half step. So you're tuned to like F on the high thin string and then C on your 7th string, and then drop that 7th string. So you end up with A sharp. So you get like, I don't even know how to describe it. It sounds cool. But I'm never going to put my bass in that sort of tuning. It just would be weird to try that. So that's why I love having libraries like this, because I have a riff that I want to do and I don't want to spend effort and time and money just putting some new strings on my bass just to hear what it would sound like in a mix. That's why I love these things. Oh yeah, of course, with the Submission Audio libraries, there's loads of articulations. So there's a number of them here. We've got loads actually. So there's a normal pick. You can actually specify if you want pick up or down. That's a pick down. You've got dead notes, slap. You've got even more, you've got palm mutes in there as well, which is really nice for a picked bass library. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the DI, run it through parallax, my usual sort of bass chain, and maybe build up like a new tone from there, and just dive right into writing a riff with it. Let's see what it sounds like in the context of a mix and how it performs in sort of like a metalcore-y, I don't know. I've written this riff, but I swear like it's influenced by like Spiritbox and obviously Architects quite heavily. So we're gonna go and see what happens and just dive right in. So let's do it. Okay, so the riff I've got today, I'm gonna have to play it slow just because I can't really get it under my fingers right now, but. Okay, whatever that was. Yeah, that's what we're gonna try and do. Yeah, and then back to here. And then do it all again, but with a few different tails and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that tracked.
6.5 hours later.
Okay, it's the next day. That riff took a while, and it got so late that I was just like, yeah, this is gonna happen tomorrow. So I managed to get like good enough takes off camera, but it was so late I was just like, there's no way I can carry on doing this. So here we are, one day later, and we're gonna take, you know, fresh listen, fresh ears, fresh mindset, fresh approach. Let's see what happens. So let's just take a quick listen to what I managed to do yesterday. Yeah, as you can see, take number 88 on the right one. Yeah, let's see what it sounds like. All right, sick. I really, really like this riff. I'm just gonna figure out a slightly more complicated drum thing because although it sounds good on the surface, I mean, you look at it and it's it's not great. So so yeah, let's just investigate really quickly. So let's just take everything out. I know that I want hi-hat chicks, so I'm just gonna chuck them in really quickly. Yeah, I think I'm happy with the snare like that, just on 2 and 4, which is quite different for me actually. Oops. I really like the kick, just doing the kicky thing. Yeah, hell yeah, man. Sweet. Okay. Let's have a look at Architect Space and then see what we're going to do. I think for the most part, what I'm going to be using on this riff is just like a picked articulation. What I'm going to do is just going to shift the position up a little bit so that we don't play like open strings instead. Do you know what I mean? I might even do position 8 so that we don't play the octave here. I want to play the octave on this string. Yeah, okay. All right, let's see how that sounds. Yeah, initially just gonna be rocking with the DI and then we'll move on and see if we can get like a sick tone going through like my usual sort of processing. So be curious to see how it is. But firstly, I'm just gonna get the notes in, and if there's any tweaks I need to do afterwards, we'll go from there. It's been a little while since I've actually programmed any bass. Okay, sick. So that's like the MIDI part of programming the bass. In this entire case, I'm just listening out of what the guitars are playing. You could just literally grab your guitar if you preferred, and then just follow along with what your fingers are actually doing if you wanted to be a bit more accurate. But sometimes it's, you know, quite a nice ear exercise anyway to try and figure out what the hell you did on guitar, but by using your ears instead. So now that I've got the bass, I'm gonna send it through some processing and then take it from there. know that was a lot of bass stuff, but yeah, that feels pretty good. So what I'm gonna do now is just see how, I know you shouldn't really be doing that in solo, but I'm just trying to get a decent tone from the bass. So now I'm just gonna balance it with the guitars and then throw the drums in as well to get like the three of them sat together nicely. Sweet, I'm pretty happy with how that's sitting in the mix. I think it sounds sick. I'm just gonna have a quick look at the instrument bus, make sure that everything is hitting this nicely, that it's not kind of crazy or anything. I think my drums could come up a little bit, so let's have a quick look at that. Okay, sick. I've just added this really quick intro, which is like just the same guitar as here, just copy pasted and put like a lo-fi EQ on it. And then we've got like this little, one of the tails on the bass, and then I'm using a couple of the articulations as well. So what I'm doing here is, you'll see it on here when when it plays, you'll see that it's going through like a slap, a pop, and then a double dead thumb up, I think. So let's have a quick look at what we've got. Yeah, so let's get this next section done. I guess I'll just call that like big riff. And then the next section is going to be like a verse idea where I take the drums, maybe do like some sort of breakbeat thing. But first what I want to do is completely sort out what the hell is going on. In fact, you know what? I'm going to just write a new drum part rather than adapting that. I think what I want to do, and this is so nice, I don't have to pick up my bass and figure out a new part, I can just do it here. Some sort of rhythm here, so let's figure that out really quick. Yeah, I think, and then I'm going to go straight into like a big chorus, but let's just figure out what the bass is going to do. I think it's just going to hold down like root notes, but oh, hold on a minute. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to bounce the drums. Drums. Okay, so whilst I was bouncing, the plan is to re-import that bounce. There's probably a better way to do this with some processing, but I find it a bit easier to do it this way. Also, this might not work. Just gonna preface whatever the hell I'm about to try. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have something like that. This is like, yeah, sort of like breakbeat. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to have like a slightly lower gain bass, and then we're going to do just stick to the A flat. Yeah, I just have the default program, so I'm just going to go down, and you can see how when I change, you can see the articulation box is changing. So even if you're not sure where the notes are on the piano roll, you can just be like, okay, so that's a slap, that's a dead slap. So what I want is a slap, and then probably just more actually, because you could just do that all with one finger. Oh, nah, that's nasty. Okay. Yeah, so sick. Okay, so we'll do a pop here, a pop, and then more slaps. Okay, so here, what I'm gonna do is slap, and then it'll be, I would do a hammer on, personally, and then a pop on a new string, so which would be down here, and then another hammer pull, da 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 da, and then you could do a slap again. You could probably do a pop after that. Yeah, awesome. I think I have an idea of like some dotted, like clean delay thing to go on top of this verse, as well as like some just general ambience. So let's just figure that out. Not on this tone. I think I'm going to do the clean amp with a good amount of blend. Okay, let's do that. I think I'm not really going to have a melody over this section. I think what I might do is have more of a, like, just a hint of a melody. Okay, I think I have a simple chorus, but I'm gonna have like, I don't know, I'm gonna try like using the fatso pedal on the lead guitar, which is something I to be honest with you, never really do. So that's gonna be fun. So let's just write in a simple. Okay, so let's go back to the like heavier bass, and let's just chuck in some notes because I think I want. Okay, so what I'm going to try and do now is I'm going to add some layers, but I think I'm going to try and nail like a bit of a fatso pitch bend sort of lead thing, or like, you know, like the Digitech whammy pedal. I think I'm going to get my other guitar for this, just to make it a little bit easier, but it's tuned to the same thing. This is the prototype of the SIG, so it's tuned well. I know that wasn't played very well, but it's just to test out this idea of in Gajira utility. Nah, wow. Wow active, wow mode, wow pedal, wow pedal, right? Wow pedal, surely. Let's just try that. Okay. I can get this like last melody in. I'm just gonna do it like every 2 bars. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to learn the whole thing and then like actually play it for the playthrough that you'll be seeing shortly. So yeah, let's just dig right in, start tracking it, see what happens. Okay, cool, so that's the first bit. There's no layers in this like chorus that we've got, so I'm going to go through, add a couple of those, and then maybe a tiny few last minute detail things, and then I'm going to get straight to filming this playthrough so you can all check out the final piece. So yeah, alright, cool, let's get to it. Okay, sick. Yeah, I mean, I think that's basically it. I might do a couple final little tweaks, maybe just to make the intro a little bit fatter. I might just add like some reverse guitars, which is just gonna be me playing a note and then reversing it. It's not gonna be that interesting. But what is gonna be interesting is this playthrough. So I'm gonna get filming that now. You're gonna watch that right now. So I hope you enjoy the track. I hope you enjoy Architect Space. If you are interested in Architect Space, I have an affiliate link with Submission Audio. It's the top link in the description below. So if you click it, then I get a little bit of kickback from that as well, if you do decide to purchase anything from the website. So yeah, enough of me talking. Let's hear some playing and let's hear the song. All right. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching this week's video. It was a ton of fun to try something a little bit more, I guess, heavier in production with like quite a fat sounding snare and drop A sharp or whatever the hell this was in. The bass was able to handle everything that I could try and throw at it. And I think it fit right into one of my existing mix templates really well. And it offers a nice flavor. It just has something a bit different going on and I really, really like that. You can hear the character come through in all of the riffs and stuff. So yeah, if you have enjoyed, just let me know with a comment or a like or subscribe, whichever you feel like. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. See you in a bit.